Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Tam and I make videos on lifestyle, veganism and fitness. And today I'm going to be making a video on how I de-stress. So I'm a vet student, I'm in my third year, so I'm in uni pretty much full-time 9 to 5. I also do a lot of extracurricular on top of it. I also have a part-time job where I work 16 hours a week. So I feel like I know quite a bit about being overstretched and stressed. As do a lot of you probably. 1 in 4 young people have reported feeling overstressed in the last year, which is quite a large proportion of people. So yeah, I thought I'd just share some of my tips on how I de-stress. So the first way that I manage stress in my day-to-day life at uni and work is I make to-do lists. I make a ton of to-do lists, and I put anything on these to-do lists from daily tasks to little errands I have to get done to like bigger tasks like studying for an exam. So I have a weekly checklist that I tick off. I write it at the start of the week and then I implement those items that I know I need to get done in the week into each day. I have a list of daily chores that I like to make sure I get done just to keep my space nice and clean. That includes doing my dishes, and then I have like weekly chores like vacuuming and like changing my bedding that just having them written down means that I'm not thinking about them in my brain and it's not like stressing me out, and it's not any like extra mental weight that I have to carry around with me. So to-do lists have really helped me organize my day, and I'm not just sat there overwhelmed with the tasks that I have to complete. I actually know what I have to get done, and I can pencil in time to do this, and it's so satisfying being able to like tick off a to-do list item. I love it. So the next thing that I have is to just clear my calendar and my schedule. I have a very busy calendar and schedule, and sometimes just taking a day and being like, right, today I am doing nothing. I'm not going on Instagram, I'm not going on Facebook, I'm not going on YouTube. I'm just gonna sit and I'm gonna watch something mindless and it's gonna be amazing. Just like completely clearing off your schedule so that you don't have to meet anyone, you don't have to go into uni, you don't have to go to work. Obviously if you're like super busy this is quite hard, or if you have deadlines, but I find that penciling my deadlines in and making sure I'm getting stuff done to allow days off is really important. A bit of a random one, but implementing a nighttime routine has really helped me de-stress. And it's also helped me sleep better, which has just impacted my entire mental health really positively. So this is such like a grandma thing to do. Like, I'm 20 and I have a nighttime routine. It's a bit like, oh, I do still go out. Like, I'm not like, no, I have to stay in and do my nighttime routine. Like, I do still go out and I do still like do fun stuff. But I do like to do this nighttime routine whenever I can. It basically consists of making a nice cup of green tea, or one of my many teas from my tea collection. I have way too many teas. Then I will fill up my hot water bottle with some nice warm water because it's winter and it's England and I'm freezing cold. So I just like to have a hot water bottle, and it's quite nice to hug as well. And then I sit in my bed and I turn off the sound on my phone and I just like put my laptop to one side and I read some of my book. So the book I'm reading at the moment is Norwegian Wood. I love Haruki Murakami. I think he's such a good author. I just read Kafka on the Shore and fell in love. But find whatever author suits you, whatever genre of book suits you, and whatever like you feel best reading. This can be like a self-help book, but I find that fiction books are so good to read before bed because it's just so distracting and you're not trying to take in any information, you're literally just reading a story. I used to fall asleep to watching YouTube videos and it was so bad. Like, I used to stay up late and just like this like wormhole of YouTube and just never ever like be able to fall asleep, or like always be like, oh, I'm so restless, maybe I'll just watch the next one. Or I'd fall asleep watching a YouTube video and then have really poor quality sleep. So reading a book really helps my mind wind down at the end of the day. And I found my sleep has improved so much. I rarely struggle to fall asleep when I do this because I'm just so knackered. And I do this at about 11 because I have started getting up really early. So this is another strategy I use to de-stress. I get up super early. Well, not super early. I get up at 6 which for me is so early because I used to get up at like 9 or 8 and then like rush around in the morning and like try and get into lectures for 9. But I started getting up at 6, and this time I find really valuable. I'll either work from home or I will work at my desk right here, and I will do whatever like studying I need to get done. This is the time I often use to do my to-do list as well. I like to start the day pretty slowly, so I'll just like make myself a coffee and like some lemon water in the morning and just get myself ready to start the day. Getting up earlier gives me the time to do this, and I feel a lot less stressed throughout the rest of the day knowing that I've already got however many hours of studying done. I did try and go to the gym in the morning, but like I'm not really that person. So the next thing I do to de-stress is just take myself away from the stress and the negative influence. So stress can come from the people in your life as well as the things in your life. So if you're around people who are negative all the time, who are being just like not good people to you and who are really negatively impacting you, you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Same goes for situations. If you're doing something and it is stressing you out, for me I was working both Saturdays and Sundays, and I have recently cut down to just Sundays, and I didn't need to be working both days in the week because I didn't need the money, but I just wanted to work both days in the week, and I felt bad not working the 2 days, and I felt bad asking to drop down. But as soon as I did, there's just like this weight off my shoulders, and I honestly can't wait to get a day in the week to myself, because time to yourself is so important. So a lot can be done to take yourself away from the negative space. So when I'm feeling stressed, I like to head to the gym, I like to go on a walk outside, or I like to just get out. So recently my girlfriend and I escaped to London, and we went to buy Chloe and Eureka, and it was amazing. Like, it was so fun. But just getting out of Guildford and getting away from the uni environment and getting away from all the people that were stressing us out really helped us both just like relax and remember that the world is bigger than the stresses and the problems that we're facing. There's so much life outside of your little bubble to enjoy and experience. It's so important. So something that I have done to kind of clear out my physical space and my mental space is just to declutter completely. So I got rid of, I think, about 10 bags of clothing. It ended up being something ridiculous, so I donated some clothing. I got rid of a lot of like ornaments and like stuff on my walls. I got rid of just like a lot of tat basically, and it's made my physical space feel much cleaner and much more open. I'm so happy with how it looks, and because I've got this clean physical space, I now have a clean place to just sit and relax. The favourite saying of mums everywhere is like messy room, messy mind, or something like that. So I find that tidying up, decluttering really helps me de-stress, and it also is something you can do. You can just whack on some music and just like pick up all your dirty clothes or put a load of laundry on and just like zone out to everything else that's going on and just like clean your space for an hour, and you've taken an hour out of whatever's stressing you out. You've done something productive, so you feel better about yourself. You can tick off a to-do item and your place is nice and clean, so you don't have to worry about like clothes being all over the floor when you're trying to study. I find those really hard and distracting to study in like a dirty place, which is why my desk is like immaculate. I love it so much. I love my room now, and it makes me so happy, and I feel so much more comfortable in my room now, which makes me less stressed. That was a tangent. So something that helps me to de-stress while I'm working is to take proper breaks. I'm definitely one of those people who's just like working on my laptop, and then I'll get my phone out and I'll like scroll through Instagram, and I'll just sit there and like scroll through Instagram and realize like 15 minutes has gone past and that I should really start working again. So I'll put my phone down. But I haven't really had a break because I've just been scrolling and my brain has still been active. It hasn't like rested or done something completely different than looking at a screen. So what I like to do in my work breaks is I like to step away from my desk, not touch my phone, and I will do a Sudoku, or I will stretch a bit, or I will do like a few ab workouts, or I will meditate is an idea. I'm not much of a yoga or a meditator. I've never really gotten into it. Maybe I will at some point, but I just do something that doesn't involve a screen and doesn't involve social media, so it's a real proper break. And lastly is devise a de-stress routine. This can be anything. This can be anything like rolling out your yoga mat, sitting at the top of it, doing a stretching routine and sitting there for a few minutes and just like letting your mind like erase. But for me, my de-stress routine is first thing I take a shower. Usually if I'm stressed or too busy I forget to wash, which is disgusting. So yeah, I'll take a shower, make sure I'm nice and clean and just like feel everything like wash away. I'll like do the whole shebang. I'll like shave everything, body wash, and then I'll get out and I'll do like a face mask, or I'll moisturize my face and my hands and just my whole body to like really like pamper myself. And then I have a lavender candle that I absolutely love. It's from Harper's Candles and it's so nice. I love the scent of lavender. It's such a relaxing scent. So I'll light that and I'll just like sit with a cup of tea and read my book. That is my favorite thing to do to de-stress. Or instead of a tea, I'll make some lemon water. So my favorite lemon water recipe is just lemon, some lime and some mint. I think the mint really makes this one. It's so nice. And I just like take some time to myself, read my book, and stay away from technology and just stay away from social media and just chill a bit and feel clean and refreshed. Some people enjoy bullet journaling or writing down, like flow journaling I think it's called, where you just word vomit onto the page. I'm not really a fan of writing when I'm stressed. It stresses me out more because I can never write fast enough. But just find what works for you in your de-stress routine. Okay, and that is everything. I hope this video might be helpful to some of you if you are feeling a bit stressed. Know that everyone gets stressed and it's a very natural thing in life. Just remember that you don't have to be stressed. You don't have to stay stressed. And it can actually help the work you're trying to do or the work that you're stressing over. If you just take a step back and de-stress, it can make you approach stuff with a new, fresher mind and just make everything seem a bit more clearer. I find stress really fogs my brain and really impacts my learning. So you never know, it might help to just take a break, take a step back and de-stress. Awesome, thank you guys for watching. If you want, check out some of my vlogs or some of my travel videos. I recently finished my Canada series, or if you're into city breaks, I just did an Amsterdam series. Follow me for vegan stuff and fitness stuff. I have an Instagram which you guys can follow if you want. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Awesome.